Howdy y'all, Justin back again. Anyway, part 2 of the shop tour, what have you. We'll move on over here. It's one of my shop stools. Pretty cool. Anyway, so we left off up here in the top of this box. I think we should move down and see what we got. Alright, so we'll go into this one. Like I said, more sockets. This is like all my random receipts and instructional stuff. Just keep it tucked away in there. Lots of bits. I have, like I said in the last video, I have an assortment of multiple of the same tool. Never know when something's either going to break or, something wears out or you just need double of the same tool. You got it. So, we'll move on down here. Feeler gauges, different assortment of little wrenches and screwdrivers and what have you for smaller parts. These are all my Allen wrenches. There's a lot of different ones in there. Handle too for Allen wrenches, kind of make it a little easier to twist them out. See what we have here. We have more nuts and bolts. Again, when you get into small engines and stuff, I mean, you're going to need a lot of different nuts and bolts. Sometimes when you want to build something or make something with metal, more nuts and bolts there, have you. So, go down here. This is a good important drawer for small engines. So this is my carburetor drawer, as I like to call it, or carb rebuild drawer. So all sorts of small screwdrivers and such for small engines. Usually use most of these, like I said, for carb rebuilds, little stubbies back there. These are all brand new carburetor rebuild kits. I'll show you this one here because it has the most in it. So they're all little gaskets of diaphragms. I'm going to get into and make a special video. I actually might do it in the next few months or so, but I'm going to show you a video on how to rebuild one of these little 2-stroke, 4-stroke, what have you, carburetors. These are 2-stroke. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to rebuild one of these small engine carburetors. And it'd be a good video. Hopefully it'd be very informative for a lot of y'all that not too sure how to do it or just want more of a professional outlook on it. I'll go down here. Those are my little files, staple guns. That's like household stuff. But lots of drill bits in there for different things. This drawer here, got some wiring stuff back there, some sandpaper, more sandpaper, those being for the drill bits back there. Let's see, more dogs for saws, some of my wrap, RTV black for engines, some silicone. That's one of my grinding discs. Let's see, down here. Here we have some more pretty cool stuff. So these here are, see if you can kind of focus on this. These are feeler gauges. These are made by Stihl, and they're particularly set for their Stihl 4-mix, like their 4-mix weed eaters. Let's see, the blowers and what have you. So you want to set the valves and whatnot on them. These here, that's what you use. It's perfectly sized to that little point there. That's what they use, and if you want to order that for the heck of it, there's the part number, 41808936400. You can go ahead and order those there. Like I said, I'm not endorsing any of these products. I like what I use. I'm not sponsoring anything. I don't get paid to tell you about any of this stuff. I just want to show you what works for me, and if I can help somebody out, I'd love to do so. So those are really good. They're really easy to use because when you work on those Stihl equipment and whatnot, like that blower has them, it's kind of hard to get in there with a regular feeler gauge. You kind of got to cut the tips. I've done it before. It's just a pain. So those are what you use for doing that. They also sell a kit if you're going to completely redo it. Here's one here for that blower, and see, it comes with a feeler gauge, and then it comes with the gasket for it. This here, pull this out. This is a set of rings. Now, I will tell you what I use. Let's see if I can focus it. I'll focus it for you. There you go. I use the Caber rings made in Italy. These rings are like really good. I love using these rings. They're really, really high quality parts. So, if you're thinking about rebuilding your engine, your small engine, what have you, and you need like a set of piston rings, what I would do personally, what I do all the time, is I usually go out and I buy a Meteorite piston, and then I go out and buy a set of these Caber rings. And for aftermarket, that's like one of the best you can get. Highway's good too. But like my little combination that I just told you about, I use that a lot, and I've had really good success with it. So if you want to try that out, you can try that out. let's see what else I got here. Like I said, more carburetors. I'll show you how to rebuild one of those. Pretty easy. More plugs. Some of them are new. That one's new back there. One of my lights. These are my 1/2-inch drives. Ratchets. Move on. My electrical testing box. Get my phone to focus here. 12 volt. It's kind of hard to see. 12 volt battery tester. This is for testing your lawnmower batteries. Use it a lot. Just kind of plug it in. Red on positive, black on negative, and then look at the light and it'll tell you what your battery's reading and whatnot. Also works for alternators too. Some of my tags for when I work on small engines for people. This is my main electrical drawer. Like meters in there and another tester. Some of my connectors. Some electrical pliers and what have you. Down here, let's see, digital torque wrench, regular torque wrench. I have all 3 sizes of torque wrench. 3/8, 1/2-inch, 1/4, and then these are my crow's foot. Some more random assortment of tools. Like I said, if you're actually getting into this to do this for like either a profession or a hobby, I would suggest like you start getting like a menagerie of like all different sorts of tools. You never know what you're just going to randomly need. I remember when I started out, I only had like a toolbox full of stuff, and mind you, I could do a majority of things. There's a lot of stuff I couldn't actually do, and so I kind of built my way up until I got what I have, and it works really well. Anyway, I use a lot of JB Weld products. I love their products. Again, like I said, I don't get paid to use any of them or whatnot, and I'm not trying to push it into anybody. But like I said, again, I just want to tell you what all works for me, and hopefully if you try it, it works good for you too. That's another compression tester, tap and die set, metric and standard under there. Fixing some strip bolts and whatnot. Down here, that would be another specialty tool. That is a pressure vac tester for testing pressure and vacuum in crankcases of engines. Let's see. Down here, another menagerie of tools. So those are some metal blades and different stuff for my Sawzall. This tool is pretty cool. So this here is a seamstress tool, and no, I did not steal this out of my wife's sewing box. She probably thinks I did. Anyway, but no, I picked this up. I think I picked this up at a yard sale too. It was kind of cool, and I had a great redneck idea. So see those little barbs that come in and out there? You got one there. Yeah. So one's larger, the other's smaller. So when you want to make a gasket, say you go get some gasket paper and you need to make a gasket for the backside of a carburetor or whatnot, from the intake to the carburetor on your saw, weed eater, what have you, you need to punch out those little holes. I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So we'll go up here. See if I can get this to focus. There you go. See that gasket? See those little holes? Okay, so say you trace out your gasket. You want to make that hole because you need that hole. You just take that tool there and whatnot, stick it in the slot, pop, and it punches out that hole to a perfect round hole. And a nice clean fit. It works really well. So I'll go ahead and use that. Let's see. Move on over here. I said we might have a drink later. We might actually have a drink later. Sorry, I finished off the other bottle. Anyway, so let's see. Kind of get this thing focused again. There we go. Music. Gotta have music. And then a heater because it's pretty damn cold out, as I showed you in the last one. It's pouring snow out there, and we don't like snow very much over here, so got a heater to keep us warm. So we can still do these cool videos. A little whiskey kind of warms you up. Anyway, so under all these, it's not really small engine related, but that's one of the heads I did for that 350 engine. Repainted it, cleaned it up, throw some valves in there, it'll be good. That's one of the other ones I got to do. I got to clean that one up a little bit still and paint it. It's a little cold to do it right now out there. Valves, I'm going to get new valves. Chem Dip, I use that to clean carburetors and different parts and whatnot. Works pretty well. A little bath. I think you can buy it like AutoZone, O'Reilly's, wherever, whatnot, and just throw your parts in there. I love that product. It's pretty cool. Refrigerator. That's my little Harbor Freight shop towel holder. It's pretty cool. Let's see, actually we'll go over here. Got some stuff over here. Move the bench out of the way and you'll get in this box. So in this box here, fuel line. I keep a lot of different fuel line. So Stihl doesn't use your standard fuel line on everything. They like to get into stuff like this. So I have different fuel lines for different things, different fuel filters, lots of fuel line. Actually, I'm running low and I need to go and buy some more, but I usually buy the big boxes, big old rolls of it. This is kind of what I have left after a whole season. Usually work on a lot of stuff. So there's one size there, and then down here we get a little smaller, not by much, and then you can get really small. So yeah, I get different fuel lines, different fuel filters, a couple new plugs in there. I got to put them in the other area. Just kind of run you through a few of my saws. I got a lot of saws. So there's 2 there, another one there, 2 more there. Those are my climbing ones down there. The 66 we're fixing up. That'll look really cool. And then, like I said, 311 on my bench way over there. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so let's see. We'll kind of get ready and sit on this table. Might even have a shot of a drink with y'all here real quick. Like, it's getting pretty damn cold out here. Okay, so these are all my tools. These are actually really special to me. They were passed down from my grandfather, who passed away when I was really young. And he was a professional car mechanic. And these are all AC Delco branded tools, just like your Chevy and whatnot. And he loved his Chevys and he loved his tools. And I got a lot of them, and this is a set of one of his. So a lot of these ratchets like this one. Just going to get that to focus for you. Maybe it'll focus. Come on, focus. Yeah, see, there we go. AC Delco. I have a bunch of his tools. Means a lot. Anyway, so calipers. We use calipers to measure a bunch of different stuff, nuts, bolt sizes, and different things. Down in here, we have some boot protector for spark plugs. Got little packs of dielectric grease, little things of anti-seize. I got actually a 2x anti-seize too. Actually, I'm gonna grab one of my drawers around here. I'll get it out when I do another job. But I have valve lapping compound too. Video's going a little blurry on us. There we go. Anyway, moving on. So we got tape. We got lots of tape. Got duct tape. We got Gorilla Tape. We have masking tape. We have some clear tape. We have some electrical tape, and we have some more colored electrical tape in here. So I use all sorts of different tapes for all sorts of different reasons. Oh yeah, metal tape too. So yeah, you want to get all sorts of different kinds of tapes. Use them for different reasons. Let's see. Paper towels are always good. I use shop towels, but store didn't exactly have any when I went in, so paper towels actually work pretty damn good. Vice grips, that'd be a dead blow. Got a ball peen hammer there, regular hammer underneath, and then see where she is. There we go. This is a file card. Use it to clean up my files when I file and stuff. See down here, valve lapper tool. I'm old school, so I use this here old school valve lapper tool. Stick it on your valve, rotate it a few times. I'll show you that in another video, but valve lapper tool. Lawnmower fuel filters. I got a whole bag full of them here. I just ordered these recently because I was out. See what else we got. I got a bunch of stuff. So, temperature gun. Good to read temperature. It's pretty dang cold, 39. I don't even want to know what it's like outside. Get yourself one of them. Here's a specialty tool for y'all. So this here is a weird little contraption. So that comes undone, little black knob there. Pops out those files on the inside. And use this. Again, I'll show you in a video. I'll probably make a video dedicated on this and some sharpening and whatnot. But this is used as, this is a bar rail dresser tool, and it's used for dressing the bar of a chainsaw and making sure that on your groove, I might be able to show you here. Let's see, I'll get a bar right over here. So it's to make sure that the edge here is smooth, and same with the top down here. You want to make sure that's smooth. You don't want any grooves or anything going on in there. So use that tool to clean that up, make that like new again. So, there we go. Like I said, valve lapping compound. I got some steel grease down in there too. Some electrical stuff. This is another battery tester. That's a brand new one. I was using it because I like it a little bit better than even the other ones, but they work good too. Oh, my wife said it again. She's throwing trash in my toolbox. We won't say anything about that. Okay, let's see here. So this is a tachometer, and I got 2 of them. There's that one there. I'm looking to get a wireless one soon. I've been looking into them. Another one here. So you want to wrap this cord around the plug. Go ahead and fire it up, and this is how we adjust carburetors. You want to make sure you have the right RPM, so that reads the RPM here, and then you can tune those screws. Anyway, let's see. We'll get down in here. I'll go a little bit further down. I got a bunch of different tools in here. So this here is a chainsaw. I use it a lot for chainsaws, but it's a piston stop. I have piston stops over there, but these are ring compressors. I have an assortment of different sizes. Let's see if we can get down in here. Here's one of them here, a bigger one. There's a whole set of them. They kind of spilt out in the bottom of my box. We'll get them back in the bag shortly. Flywheel puller there. Different assortment of screwdrivers and what have you. Let's see. Super glue, steel stick. I smoke like a chimney. Moving on. Okay. So picks. I suggest getting different size picks. I'll kind of show you a couple of these. Crook one. There's a straight one. You just assortment. You can get them at, like, I can go like Harbor Freight. I actually got these there. But yeah, you can get like 5 or 6 different styles of picks for like, I think it's like a couple bucks. They work really well. Let's see. My little files, the ones I use the most of. This here is a good tool. It's a spring. You're like, I know it's a spring, Justin. No, seriously, it's just a regular old spring, but it's actually a very useful tool. So what we do is we take a spring, get it out of anything, buy it, what have you, tear it apart like I did there, stretch it on out, get a nice little point. You kind of might be able to see that. There you go. Nice little point at the tip there. And then you can use that to clean like your main jets and little holes and whatnot, carburetors and stuff. I have 2 sizes of spring. There's a small one and there's a large one. So those are really cheap, inexpensive to make, but yet a pretty cool and important tool. So under here, this is something else that I made. So I took one of my old beer cans. You can use a soda pop can or what have you, anything like that. I put a little bit of tape around it to keep that sharp edge from cutting anything. And then you just cut a can, cut the top, cut the bottom off, get it like this, make a nice little square sheet of metal out of it. If you were to unroll it, that's what it'd be. And then you want to roll it up and then tape it. And then you can fit this, let's see here, you can fit this over the shaft of the crank like that. And then that's how we install seals. I'll put that back, kind of show you what we got going here. So, see if we can get this focus. There you go. See that little seal down in there, around there? A little blue thing? Yeah. So, that's how you put that on, because you want the lip of that seal, the edge. See if I can get this in there and focus it for you. There you go. See how the lip right around where it meets the crankshaft there, how it's upwards and it's not backwards? Well, there's a spring in there, and you don't want that spring shooting out. And you want that lip up and tight so you don't have an air leak around there. So I use that little, can trick and then put it on there. I'll show you how to do it. But we put it on there, and it makes sure that seal goes on there good. And then with the tape, you just carefully twist it the opposite way around, and then pull it on out, make sure it doesn't cut that seal. It works really well. I've used it many times and never had a problem with it. Again, that's something really cheap and easy you can make yourself, save you a lot of time and effort. Let's see here. There's some more parts. This is my main workbench here. Anyway, video's getting a little long, but I think we're having fun. So, more assortment of tools. You're like, Justin, it's a damn mess. How you find anything? Well, honestly, I know where everything is right here. Believe it or not, I do. So, safety glasses. These are spark testers. I'll pull one out for you. Spark testers. Let's see. All assortment of tools. These are all the main tools I use, like T10 screwdrivers, certain flatheads. I like the real rubbery grip there. Some cutters. Different brushes. So you have your standard little like nylon brush, and then steel brush, brass brush, different assortment, different grades of steel wool, different oils, like 2-stroke oil there. That little cut back there is bar and chain oil. That's another cool tool y'all can make. So see there, this is one of those little radiator doodads, and radiator tester. And yeah, so you just take it, I use it as a baster, put some oil in the bottom of a cup you cut out, and make one of those pretty easy. Put some oil in there, suck that up, and you can put it down in here to lubricate the little bearings, like back in there, the bearings in there, little things that you need to lubricate. Yeah, it works great. Some more stuff I use, some gloves, rubber gloves to keep things clean. You don't want to mess up, especially when you're working with like truck engines. Different assortment of chemicals, brake cleaner, starting fluid, cutting fluid, grease, PB blaster, all sorts of stuff like that. Anyway, I think that pretty much, like I said, wraps it up. Actually, no, we got a few more things. So up here on the wall is all my saw stuff, all my bars. I have a lot of different bars and chains. There we go. Kind of get this to focus. I'll move along. Those are my artistry pants. Let's see here. Different chains, lots of bars, lots of chains. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. I made that axe. Built it myself, handle on, sharpened it up. Works really well. It's one of my, that's one of my artistry saws back in there. One of my hand saws. That's a pole saw attachments and whatnot. All my bars and chains. And there's actually multiple chains in certain areas like that. There's a bunch of them. All sorts of different bars. There's 36 inch, 20 inch, 18 inch, 16 inch, 12 inch, 14 inch, 20 inch. So there's a 25 inch there. I got a bunch of different size bars. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this here video. And real shortly, we will be getting into making the video on the 66. Real quick second here. I'm gonna go ahead and sit you guys down. We'll just kind of sit you right there for a second. Y'all can still hear. Anyway, yeah, real short, like, we're going to be getting into doing the video on that 66. And I don't know, I think you guys will enjoy it. I mean, we're going to go into everything from redoing the crank. We will be putting a cylinder on it. We'll be pressure testing it. We'll be doing everything with it. And I think y'all enjoy it. I had to pop the top on that there. Anyway, yeah, so we'll have a drink for a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good old Jack right there. Anyway, yeah, and it'll be a good time. So yeah, tune in, and we'll be showing you some more cool stuff. Getting ready to have myself a smoke and go hang out and see what I can do in here. Don't worry, I won't mess with this and whatnot. We'll save that for y'all. But yeah, the next video we'll get into doing that cylinder. I got the parts right there in them boxes. We'll do a little review on the parts. Show you what I use, what I like, how it works, how it looks. We'll get into that. Y'all enjoy it. Anyway, I'll catch you back here real shortly for some more drinks. Maybe a couple more smokes, some more educational stuff, some more tools, and some more fun. So I'll catch y'all soon. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe to this video, share this video, and yeah, we'll catch y'all soon. Later now.